is strategic smart planning after the beginning of the year. So my goal is, or my hopes are, that you have already participated and done strategic planning. All right, so strategic planning will include SMART goals. Your SMART goals should be specific goals that you want for your business, or a specific goal. Because as we go through this today, I'm going to go through each individual part. And then if we have time in the end, I'll open it up for questions. You can always drop questions in the comments. And then people besides myself who have been in business for some time can answer those questions for you as well. And so the goal that you make, and as we go through this, you might realize like, ooh, I have goals with an S on it. And the steps I'm gonna go through would require you to go through all of these steps for each goal. And so you might realize, I may just want to have one goal because there's lots of parts to it if I do it correctly. So we'll go through that. So they need to be specific, measurable. I wrote this down. Attainable, because I always forget. Thanks. I need the next step. It was perfect. Attainable, relevant, and timely. And I want to go through what does that mean. So I'll be very honest with you. Just a tip and trick for yourself. I use ChatGPT, and I'll even share my screen to show you. And I do this for time purposes, but in any time that I'm like, I feel like I know it, but I want to make sure I'm covering all bases, I go to ChatGPT. There's no reason for me to be expert. Even though I've done this for years, I use it as a checks and balance to make sure there's some questions I haven't forgotten to ask myself. So I am going to share this screen with you and show you how I use ChatGPT. And there's plenty of other ones you can use, but I got into ChatGPT in the very beginning. Now, if you don't get into things in the beginning, they start charging you, or you can't get in, all that kind of stuff. So I can't advise on what to do, but there's plenty of artificial AI, artificial intelligence apps and programs you can use to get the same results. Okay. I like the one ChatGPT. Google has one, and I can't think of what's Bing, or no, not Bing, because that's the search engine, has one, and BART. It's called BART. I think it's called BART, BARTA. I think that's the one that belongs to Google. And I like theirs because when you search for something on theirs, it gives you the resources from where they pulled the information from. So if you don't want to feel like you're plagiarizing, or you want to feel like, because you don't like ChatGPT, you don't know where they got it from. So you're going to use that information. If you use it verbatim, who knows where they got it? It could be like literally they copied somebody's website and used it. Okay. So I don't know how that's defined of how they use information, but I know if you use BART, I believe it's BART, and they actually give you where they got the resources from. So if you're using that, and I'm gonna share my screen and let's Google it. So the ChatGPT I use, and see if I'm gonna wait 1 second because there's a delay on what I do and what you guys see. Okay. Yeah. So this is my ChatGPT. So this is what I put in ChatGPT. I asked it bigger. You don't see everything I search ChatGPT. Questions to ask yourself to determine if the goals are attainable, relevant, and timely. Then I told them how do I want it. List these questions in bullet points separated in 3 sections by attainable, relevant, and timely. Now I already had specific and measurable, but I like the way that they did it. So they did it how I said. 3 sections: attainable. Oh, my mouse stopped working. All right, we'll touch screen it is. Oh, there we go. Relevant and timely. All right. And they gave me questions to ask myself to make sure I'm answering those correctly for my goal. Then it also, it's just my laptop that's slowing up. Okay. Then I said, you know what? Do the same thing for specific and measurable. And they did the same thing for specific and measurable. So I'm going to go back and copy that same question that I asked ChatGPT. And we're going to go over to Google's, which is, I'm going to say Bard. Yep. Go to Bard and see what Google gives me. So I'm going to enter the prompt here. Control paste. And see what it comes up with. All right, so it didn't give me in this one any resources from where it got this from. There's other drafts. So if I didn't like that one, I do this is different. I can see draft 2. Oh, I like this. So attainable resources. Do I have the resource? Attainable the obstacles. What challenges? Attainable breakdown. Attainable track record. Attainable competition. Relevant alignment. Relevant impact. Relevant alternatives. Relevant sacrifice. I like that. What am I willing to sacrifice to achieve this goal? Baby, this is good. Okay. Motivation here. Now, before you ask, Christy, can you send this to me? Nope. But what you can do is go to Bard and you can put this in there. You can come back to this and just type this prompt in there. Now, draft 3. They gave me another way to put it. Attainable resources. Challenges. I considered all the potential challenges I may face, and I do have a plan to address. And do I have a plan to address them? All right. So this is where I got the questions from, in full transparency, just to make sure I covered everything. So I went over here and I put my goal is I will profit $1,000 per month in sales. This is what I'm going to walk through with you guys today. And the reason I'm doing that is because we have so many new consultants that will be joining us with the new kits that we have, which is the $20 and the $99. And the $99 gives you 35 accessories. And the $20 gives you no accessories. But if you want to have a goal of profiting $1,000, then what does that look like specifically? Okay. And whatever your goal is, let's say yours is 5,000, you would just do these times 5. You would do these. If it's 3,000, you do these times 3. If it's 10,000, you do these things times 10. Okay. So let's go with, have you clearly defined what you want to accomplish with this goal? All right. So if I want to make $1,000 profit, and I can probably make this a little bit bigger. Let's see. There we go. There we go through each one. All right. I put that. Okay. So if I want to make $1,000 profit, let's go through how are these goals specific? How have I clearly defined what I want to accomplish with this goal? So if I want to, let's just say $1,000 profit, what do I want to accomplish? I think this is I know this is very important because this keeps you on track. It's like your why. Why are you doing this? Why is $1,000 profit important to me? So for me, $1,000 profit, because really, and I put this in our Facebook group. Let me show this. I posted this today in our Facebook group. I go to Empowered for More. Oh, yeah. I just posted this in Empowered for More. And this is, I want to make $1,000 profit right here. Then I need to sell 40 accessories 3 times a week. That's 120 accessories. Well, 120 accessories times 5 is definitely more than $270 profit. It's more than 270. 120 accessories times 5 is 600. So what does $1,000 profit allow me to do? It allows me to make $2,400. So why is this important? Why do I want to accomplish this? To make $2,400 profit. Not profit. Make $2,400. And that's important because I will be able to invest back into my business. Why is that important? I can buy new jewelry monthly for my VIP customers. My VIP customers, how I define that is people who are always buying my new jewelry. Like I can count on them every month. They're going to buy new jewelry that comes in. And I have those customers. If you're brand new, you may not have those yet. This may not be important to you right now, but if you start off, it will be. You will have customers who are always going to come back and want your new stuff. I can also match it. My new stuff, I can sell vintage, and vintage is literally stuff that I bought last week. All right. So if you're brand new, you're like, I don't have vintage jewelry. You bought some last week and it's still here. It's vintage. So you buy jewelry, new jewelry to sell with your vintage jewelry. So sell vintage jewelry with new jewelry. That is why I want to accomplish this goal. I also want to accomplish $1,000 profit because now I can pay my car note and insurance, depending on how much yours is. For me, $1,000 profit could pay my car note plus my insurance, and I still have a little bit left over. Now, can I articulate the specific outcomes or results you aim to achieve? Now, if this is, you're like, articulate specific outcomes or results I aim to achieve, girl, what does that mean? Then I'm going to go over to Bard, which is free, and I'm going to say, put this in 3rd grade language, or put this, easier, rewrite this so a 3rd grader can comprehend it. Why do I say 3rd grade? Because I'm a former assistant principal, and I understand that most articles in the newspaper are written in a 3rd grade comprehension level. So if you can comprehend what they write in the newspaper, then you can comprehend anything that comes out this Bard AI. So I put that sentence in there, and what does it say? No, it gives me, okay, that gives me a whole story. I don't want that whole story. Turn this into a 1-sentence explanation. Now, I don't know. Here's the thing about Bard. Bard doesn't know me yet because I haven't done a lot of things with this. If I put the same thing, say what you want is enough. You got to name the exact things you're shooting for. Great. Saying what you want is enough. You got to name the exact things you're shooting for. So that's what that sentence means. Saying what I want is enough. I have to put the exact things I'm shooting for. So does this statement tell me the exact thing I'm shooting for? Make sure this is showing up how I need to show up. Okay. So if I feel like my goal is telling me exactly what I'm shooting for, then check, that's done. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to copy that and put that here. Because that's the same thing that that's saying. Without formatting. So it's saying what you want is enough. You got to name the exact thing you're shooting for. So is this the exact thing I'm shooting for? $1,000 profit per month in sales. So I will profit $1,000 per month in sales. I'm going to be a little more specific because $1,000 a month profit is not going to remind me in March that means I need to sell how many accessories is that? If we go back to that picture, 120 times 1, 2 times 4 is 480 accessories. Yeah. So go back, put up here, 480 accessories. That helps me know that I've reached that much profit, because 480, is that right, times 5 should equal 2400, or 2400 divided by 5. Yep, that's right. 480 accessories. So I've taken care of that. Is the goal, so this here, can I articulate outcomes and results you aim to achieve? So I know now $1,000 profit is 480 accessories. Is the goal detailed and well-defined, leaving no room for ambiguity? Oh, Lord, what does that mean? Leaving no room for ambiguity. Copy that. We're going to put that in barred. Ambiguity. What does this mean? Put it in a sentence a third grader could comprehend. It means make it super clear, like giving someone all the pieces of the puzzle without missing any. No maybes or kind of, just exactly what you mean, so there's no confusing parts left over. Perfect. So leaving no room for ambiguity. So is this specific? Nobody would have any, me specifically, and if anybody else read this, would know I need to make $1,000 profit by selling 480 accessories. Now I could get more specific and say sell 480 $5 accessories. This is just one goal, y'all. Okay. Now we're going to keep going. It's specific. Can someone else understand and interpret your goal without confusion? Yep, I think everybody understands now. If a person off the street knew nothing about paparazzi accessories, knew nothing about Q Demos accessories, knew nothing about my business, they'd be able to look at this and say, all right, she's going to make $1,000 because she sells 480 $5 accessories. That's the goal. Is it measurable? How will you track and quantify progress toward the goal? What will I do to track this? Am I going to use a spreadsheet? Will I use my free paparazzi, P-A-P-A-R-A-C-Z-I, website, replicated website? Will all of my sales come through that website? Will I use the, what's the other app? The app, the free, it's free now, paparazzi app. Drop in the comments if you have a sales goal, which everybody in this business should have a sales goal. All right. That is measurable. The problem is I ask somebody how much, drop in here if you sold $500, and you don't know because you got it all over the place. How are you measuring each day, each week, each month, how much jewelry you've sold for your sales goal? Because we're in the business of selling jewelry. So everybody should have a sales goal. Even if your goal is to hit a life of the party, the only way to hit life of the party successfully is if you have a sales goal. So you've sold this many pieces, and that's how you are able to buy this many pieces, and that's how you hit life of the party. If your goal is to hit elite, let's go over here in our Facebook group. Make sure I show you resources. All right. So if you want to hit director, you have to have 3 personally sponsored with a starter kit, 50 PV. So the 3 people have to buy the $99 kit. All right. If you have 3 people who start with a $20 starter, that's no PV. You don't hit director. Those 3 people can start with a $20 and buy 25 pieces. All right. Have you done 2 parties, booked 6 or more parties in 30 days? Our formula is 3, 6, 9, is 12 in 30 days. Talk to everybody, so on and so forth, right? How to achieve ranks? They do this. Now let's go over here to the picture. All right. You will earn 10% from your first level, 5% from your second level. How do you do this? Tell everybody you know and they join the team. Then you hit Premier Director. How do you hit Premier Director? It's 3,000 OV, 1,500 pieces your team purchases. So if 10 members do one, is blurry right here because I'm making it bigger, but if 10 team members do one party a week for 4 weeks, then they can profit $360 a month. Now we are not trying to profit $360. We're trying to go for $1,000 a month. So if you team members do 2 parties a week for 4 weeks, they'll make $720. We've upped it to 3 a week, which is 12 a month, and you'll make $1,000 profit. If your goal is to hit Premier Director, the only way to hit Premier Director is if you're first have a goal of selling jewelry, because when people come into your team, they see how you sell jewelry and they want to sell jewelry and make money too. And when they're selling jewelry and making money too, then the PV comes. So if you want life of the party, if your goal is hitting a rank, it all starts with selling the jewelry. So I'm just saying, if you made a goal to sell the jewelry, if you made a goal to hit life of the party, or you made a goal to hit Crown Club, or if you made a goal, then all of that's going to start with measurable sales. So let's keep it going. We're on specific. We went through that. If you're just not joining us, you got to go back and catch the replay of specific. Now we're on measurable. How are you measuring the goal of $1,000 profit per month? How are we measuring that? We're measuring it by our Paparazzi app, spreadsheet, Paparazzi webpage site. Some of us still have Shopify. That's how I measure mine. I measure if I sold enough through my Shopify app. Have you identified specific metrics or indicators to measure success? If I want to make $1,000 a month, let me add a bullet point here. My measures or indicators to measure success is that each week I need to sell 120 accessories. So I may need to go back to my goal here, and I will profit $1,000 per month and sell $485 accessories. I'll put in parentheses that is 120 accessories a week. And if I do it by 5 working days, 120 divided by 5 is 24 a day. Now, I don't know about you, but that means if I look at and we'll get to this because a measurable or I stopped sharing. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that button. Let me go back over here and share. Sorry, y'all. I hit the button by accident. Present. Share screen. Entire screen. Oh, I don't want to share window. I want to share. Yeah, Windows works. Oh, I need screen. All right, screen is shared. We're back. All right, so see how my goal is being expanded? I started off this, I will profit $1,000 per month in sales. That's how I started. And I was like, ooh, I better get more specific. By selling $485 accessories, and that means 100 a week, 24 a day. All right. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want to make $2,400 a month and be able to invest back in my business. Why do I want to accomplish this goal? Because I want to be able to go to Vegas convention. So if I make $2,400 a month, but $1,000 goes in my pocket, then that's enough left to put towards Vegas convention. My ticket, where I'm staying, the food while I'm there. And I'll also still be able to pay my car note and my insurance. I'll also still be able to go to Empower Me Pink. Okay. So that's why it's important for me to reach this $1,000 per month profit. Measurable. Each week, I need to sell 120 accessories. Can I establish a concrete criteria to assess whether the goal has been achieved? Oh, wait, undo that. If it's measurable, I should have a criteria. Now, listen, let's stop playing. I'm going to go take this, copy it. I'm going to put it in BARD, and I'm going to say, put it in a sentence a third grader could comprehend. We're about to take all this stuff and put it in a sentence that a third grader can comprehend. Now, what I could do is go back to this whole list and just say, put it in that third grade comprehend. But I'm gonna put it here. Establish, we got to set up a special scorecard with clear markers, like finishing lines in a race. So we know exactly when we've reached your awesome goal. So we have to have a clear scorecard with clear markers. Is this goal very clear? Let's go back over here. This is the goal. Is it measurable? Is it very clear that once I've sold 24 pieces a day or 120 accessories a week, that it's done? Yes, my goal is that. It's very clear once I hit the goal. Is there a way to quantify the desired outcomes? Such as using numbers, percentages, or other measurable? Yes. Got numbers. It's clear, the numbers that's needed. Can you break down the goal into smaller, measurable tasks or milestones? Which I did. It was $1,000, and I was like, I better break that down. That means 480 accessories. That means 120 a week. That means 24 a day. So good. Measurable is there. Attainable. Is the goal realistic and achievable with the resources available to you? Woo-wee. That is the question. How many accessories do I have to have if I want to make $1,000 a month? I have to have at least 400 that month to sell. I have to have at least 120. And that means if I only have 120, am I going to sell all 120? This might not be attainable for me if I just started with 35 pieces. This may not be attainable for me right now. Now, this is an end of the year goal. Yes, but I got to lead up to an end of year goal. How do I get there? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Let's go back to our Facebook group. And let's see where I can find out how I can build. Now, this should make it smaller so you can see all the things in this album. Now, I'm going to go ahead and delete this because we don't have the $4.99 kit. Now, I guess I'll leave it here because I do. If you already have 200 accessories, you can sell those and buy 340 and sell those and buy 500. And then now you can sell 500 items and make $2,500. You buy 500 items, and that equals $13.75. All right, so I'll keep it in here. Although we don't have the kits, many of us have that amount of accessories, so we can use it. So you're trying to work your way up to $1,000 profit. So you can do it this way. Reinvest everything your first 2 to 3 orders. So you get 35 pieces, $175. 175. You sell 35 pieces, you make $175. You reinvest the $175 and you get 63 pieces. 63 pieces equals $315. $315 is 14 pieces at the $275. You put the 114 pieces equals $570. You spend $426. So it's over here in a picture too. How much do you want to make? You want to make $500? You need to sell these many pieces. You want to make $400? You need to sell this many pieses. You need to make $300? You need to sell this many pieces. You want to make $200? You need to sell this. Now you guys are going to do the math like 89 times 5 is more than $200. This is how you make $200 profit and you reinvest. Okay. The more you sell, the more you invest, the more you profit. Reinvest everything the first month or 2, and you'll be stocked up and then you replenish. Now, this is how I have always explained it. And this shows you how to make $500. So you would double this if you wanted to make $1,000, right? But this is how I explain this. You spent $99. It's gone. So if you take the money you make from the $99 gone, the money you made back, it still doesn't exist. You're still living off the stuff you have in your money you make from your job, the money you're making that you've been paying your bill before you start this business, and you're reinvesting so that you can get to enough pieces to hit your goal. There's another way. How to turn $99 into $1,000. Buy a $99 kit. It's a good idea to add 100 sales bags to your order for $4. They're inexpensive, bright pink, attract attention, which worked. I did a vending event last night. And when people see other people walking around with pink bags, they want to see where those pink bags came from. And they're like, oh, it comes from this area. Let me see what she got. Because I see people walking around with pink bags. So the pink bags work. But if you plan on doing all your inventory on sales online through drop shipping, through what is other, not attraction marketing. It is attraction. I can't think of the word right now. It's going to come to me in a minute. But if you plan on doing all your sales online, then you don't need pink paparazzi bags. You need bubble mailers. All right. So you have to decide part of your goal. How are you making those $1,000? We'll get to that part too. And we'll go to the other parts, obtainable and the R and the T. Okay. So sell 35, reinvest, buy 50 for 148, sell those 50 accessories and invest 250, buy 90 for this amount, sell those 90, reinvest, buy 160 for 440, sell those 160s and reinvest, buy 200 for 550, sell those 200 accessories and have $1,000 plus any sales tax collected. Now you buy 200 accessories for 550 and keep the remaining profit. You will have nice inventory of almost 200 accessories plus money in your pocket. Have 4 parties each month, and you can easily sell 200 items. All right. This is how to turn $99 into $1,000. But this is not $1,000 profit. All right. So you would literally need to double this number. So sell those 35. You got to do this like 2 times over. So this is going to take you through it. You do it again. And now you have $1,000 profit. So this is like $500 profit. All right. Let's see. I didn't go all the way back out here. Let's go back over to Empower for More. So those things are in our Empower for More group under media, under albums, and how you turn $99 investment into also the other way to do that is the YouTube video. I'm not sure since group. Actually, I'm sure it's in this group. Let's go back. And let's see, Taylor Kirby. If we search our group, he has, oh, you know what? I'll put in Power of 15. Yes. So this is I have a video linked here, Power of 15. And it's probably in here a couple of times. Yep, Power 15. This is how you buy. Here it is. Power 15. Another video there of how you grow your business and not spending extra money. So there's the pieces you buy, you go back into it, and you reinvest and you make some more. So the Power 15, here it is, explained again. $99 kit, 35 accessories. You're ready for the Power of 15. So this is reinvesting until you get it all the way up to make $1,000 profit. So you can search this group for that too. Now let's go back to our SMART goals. Can you establish concrete criteria to assess whether the goal has been achieved? If there was a quantity, a way to quantify your outcomes, such as numbers, we did that. Can you break down the goal to smaller measurable tasks? We did that. The smaller measurable tasks are per week, per day. Attainable. Is this goal realistic and achievable with the resources available to you? I say it's realistic and achievable at the end of the year or maybe in 6 months. If you don't have no jewelry, then this is not a goal for the end of January. And this is how we're breaking this end of the year goal, because last year you may not have made no profit, or last year you didn't have a business. So by the end of this year or end of 3 months, or end of 6 months, depending how quickly you want to buy, sell, reinvest. But let's say this is by the end of this year, you'll be making $1,000 profit. Then attainable is, yes. Is the goal attainable? I might need to break this goal down. I might need to say, this is the end of, I will profit per month in sales by the end of 2024. So then step one is from January to March, build inventory, because I need at least, if I want $1,000 profit, I need at least 480 plus half of 480. So I need 480 plus half of that, which is 240. I need my inventory up to, that is 0. I'm adding 12 to carry the 1, 7. I need 720 accessories to be able to do this. Now, this is, mind you, without any new consultants, without any commission. Now, if I add, I could say, you know what? I want this to move faster. So I want commission of $300. Well, that is director or premier director. Because I want to speed this up faster. I want to build my inventory faster. And I'm going to hit commissions, and I'm going to take the commission and take all my commission from my team building, from sharing how I've already sold my 35 pieces that I got. Or I've already made $100 my first week. I've already made $50 my first week. So I already made $200 my first month. So I'm going to tell people, like, listen, I already made an extra $200. Listen, I made an extra $50 this week. And that bought me lunch that I couldn't otherwise get. Thank goodness for these 10 pieces that I sold at church this week. I'm posting that on social media. I'm posting that on my Facebook. You want information about how you can get lunch this week too? DM me. Send me a message. Let me talk to you about it. I'm going to get my team, because I'm going to use this and I'm going to fast track and buy more jewelry quicker. All right. So that's what I'm doing January to March, is building my inventory so I can get closer to making $1,000 per month. I'm reinvesting January to March. Then, let's go back. Let me do it 2. Then April to June, I am going to double that. So I built my inventory. Now this one, I'm going for April to June. I'm going for $500, or you know what? Let's go $200 and $250 in profit. $250 in profit is a fourth of this. So that means from April to June, I need to do a fourth of 480. So that's 480 divided by 4, which is going to be 1, 2, 0. 120 $5 accessories each month. That is 120 divided by 4, 30 a week. That is divided by 5 days is 6 a day. That's what I should be hitting April to June. And then, baby, I should still be, because, you know, some of these people in January to March, they quit. They're like $50. I'm not sharing 10 pieces. So I'm still going to be working on the commission for director to premier director. And I know how to do that because it's in the Facebook group under the albums, media under albums. All right. Now we're going third quarter, because I'm having this $1,000 profit by the end of the year, because I started this with $20. And I'm going to show people that you can start with $20, and first quarter, 3 months, 90 days, I'm working on building and reinvesting. And then the next 3 months, I'm going to hit director or premier director, and my sales have increased. Now I'm profiting $250. Then my team going to be fired because I got the formula. July to September, I am $500 profit. I'm ready to double what I did April to June. So now I'm doing 240 $5 accessories each month. That is, I'm doubling it. So that is 60 a week. That is 12 a day. Bam. And we banging. So commission, we're not director, premier director anymore. We are premier director, or PD, or executive director, or ED. This is how, because right now we are working on attainable. Is the goal realistic and achievable with the resources available to you? The main resources is jewelry. You can't make $1,000 per month profit with the 450, selling 450 $485 accessories per month, $120 a week when you started in January with $20 and no jewelry. Or we started in January with $99 and 35 accessories, and now our goal is make $1,000 per month. And then come April and June, we're ready to quit. This don't work. No, it works. It's just that your goals weren't realistic and achievable with the resources available to you. Jewelry, you got to have some of that. Then we're going, do you have the necessary skills? Bold it, italic, underline it. Knowledge, bold it, italicize, underline it. Abilities, bold it, italicize, underline, to pursue and achieve these goals. Do you know how to go live on Facebook? Do you know how to create a Facebook group? Do you know how to create a messenger chat? Do you know how to invite people to these things? Well, guess what I need to do in January? In January, while I'm building my inventory, while I am sharing my wins of sold $10, 2 pieces a day, sold $20 today, made $100 this week. Well, I'm sharing that because last week they didn't know me and I was making no money. And this week I'm hot and I'm making $50. Then also I need to create a Facebook group. So when I'm saying how I've made $10 this week, today, $20 next week, $40 the week after that, and people are like, where's your jewelry at? I have a Facebook group to add them to. I'm going to create a messenger chat. Or maybe I'm not creating those things this first 3 months. I'm going to cut that. And maybe I'm going to create those the next part. But up here, I'm going to watch YouTube videos on how to build a successful jewelry Facebook community. Oh, wait a minute. My upline taught me how to put this into Bard and ask them. All right, I'm going to create a new chat because all this was around one thing. So I'm going to create a new chat. And I'm going to put on here, paste, how do I start from scratch and build a successful jewelry Facebook community in a Facebook group? Now, I need this, outline this in bullet points with things to do each week for the first 3 months of the year. Let's see what they give us. They just gave me building a thriving jewelry community on Facebook 3-month starter guide. So you didn't know how to do it, and your upline don't have the answers for you, or your sponsor can't be found, or she never did it, or, well, guess what? We got Bard here. And guess what it said to do? Week 1, create the group and optimize settings. What is optimize settings? Choose a catchy name, put in a clear description, and beautiful cover photo. Set group rules and private settings. So you know what? Week 1, I'm doing that on Monday after work. Week 2, post introductory content. Share your story, the group's purpose, what kind of content members can expect. You know what? I don't know what to do. So here's my story. My story is I just paid $20 to start a jewelry sales, well, put costume, jewelry sales business. Tammy, you can go. Tammy asked, I love that. Could you share that prompt? This will be in this group, so you can just come back and grab the prompt and type it in yourself. My story, and thanks for asking that because people gonna have that question too. All right, that's why it's recorded. That's why it's gonna be in this group, and that's why you can come back and watch this. Go to this point in the video and watch and write it down and put it in. All right. So my story is, I just paid $20 to start a costume jewelry sales business. I wanted to do this instead of getting a part-time job, and I love jewelry. I'm making, because it says I need to share my story, a Facebook group for my jewelry loving customers. Can you put this in a story that I can share in my new Facebook group? Bam, this is the story. Calling all glitter fiends and accessory addicts. I'm Christy. Let me tell you my idea of success just got a whole lot sparkly. Forget chasing boring part-time gigs. This girl's got bigger dreams and bolder earrings. With $20 burning a hole in my pocket and a heart overflowing with love for all things bobbly, I'm taking the plunge into the world of costume jewelry. Yep, that's right. I'm officially a jewelry entrepreneur, and I'm so excited to share this sparkly adventure with you. You see, for me, jewelry just isn't an accessory. Now, this is long. All right, do it. Can you put this all inside your? Yes, you can click copy right here and put this all in your Facebook group. Or you can say, you know what, Bard, this is great. Can you bring this down to just 3 amazing sentences? Three amazing sentences. Ditching boring jobs for dazzling baubles. With $20 and a love for all things bling, blingy, bling, I'm building a jewelry empire and a glittery community just for you. Let's unleash our inner sparkle together. Bam, copy it. And now check. I go back up here to top for week 1. And I've created the group. I've got my story. It says the group purpose. I don't know the group purpose. Ask Bard. What kind of content members can expect? I don't know. I'm going to ask Bard. Run engagement activity. This says icebreaker questions. I don't know. Ask Bard. All right. Polls. I don't know. Ask Bard. Photo contest. I don't know. Stop thinking. If anything in what I'm sharing with you in this community, in this group, you're like, I don't understand, literally ask Bard. You can tell it exactly. You can say to yourself, my upline says in 1 week, I need to do this. Help. And if you don't understand your question, let's try it. My upline told me to sell 120 accessories on Facebook this week. Help. I don't know what to do. Selling 100 accessories in a week on Facebook is a challenging but achievable goal. Here are some steps to help you. Preparation, action, tips. Remember, consistent effort and creative content and effective. Y'all, this is not the time to say that you don't know what you don't know and you can't do it and you can't make it happen. You literally have an assistant. You literally have the coach. It's me. And anything that your knowledge is lacking between what I'm saying you need to do and what needs to be done, there is a system that you literally just tell it and it will break it down. And if you like, oh, this is too much. Can you break this down like I'm in 3rd grade? Stop playing with the people. Okay, imagine you're having a super awesome garage sale for your most sparkly, coolest accessories. You want to sell 120 this week, so here's the plan. Pick the best stuff. Think of your friends who would love it. Make awesome posters. Draw pictures of your treasures and write how much fun they are to wear. Show everyone how cool you look with them on. Tell everyone everywhere. Shout it to your classmates, which is post on your classroom Facebook page with teachers' permission. Even put up signs around the schoolyard. Make sure everyone knows about this, your sparkly sale. Literally what we do in this day and age with $5 jewelry is equivalent to what our mothers and grandmothers did before Facebook Live existed when they were making a yard sale in their front yard. And they went to Dollar Tree and they bought the for sale sign. They passed out flyers. We are literally doing the same thing, but our front yard is our Facebook page. So when you don't understand a concept, now this is why people say to me, hey, Christy, you are great at explaining things to us and breaking it down, because I'm a person who has been responsible before Bard existed, before ChatGPT existed. I knew how to take an adult concept and bring it down to a level that a 3rd grader can understand, even though I'm talking to a 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60-year-old grown person. And I'm saying you don't need me as the middle person anymore. There are programs here who are the middle person between where you are in your understanding and where you need to be. So we go back over here because it says watch YouTube videos on how to build a successful jewelry Facebook community. Well, Bard just tell you what to do. Now, we're doing that in January to March because the question, if we go back to where we're at, measurable. Sorry, we were unattainable. Do you have the necessary skills, knowledge, and abilities to pursue your goal? If you don't, that's what we spend these first 3 months doing. Because if not, you're going to wake up in July and be like, I can't do this, throw it away. Meanwhile, somebody out there is making their yard sale, their real life yard sale, look like a virtual yard sale on Facebook, and they win it. The people who you may start comparing yourself to in this business are no smarter than what you are. They just know how to use the resources that are given to them for free to make the magic happen. And I'm giving you that information you didn't know right now. And all throughout this year, I'm telling you, all 2024, you come to me like, I don't get it. I'm sending you this video right here. This the video. You have somebody on your team who don't get it. This the video. Okay. Now, you want to be able to coach and help your teammate. Whatever goal they give you, this is what you're going to walk them through. Specific, measurable. They can be on the phone with you. You're going to print this out. You can come through and copy this, whatever you got to do, screen record it, whatever you got to do to figure it out. Ask Bard how. You can literally go to Bard and say, I'm watching a video on Facebook and it has words on it. How can I get those words off there to a document I can print out? Ask them. Okay. Now we're back here. Abilities. Do I have it? Okay, I don't have it. So how am I going to have the abilities by the end of the year? Because here we're on number 4. Let's go to number 4. From October, which is perfect, to December. Guess what everybody doing in October to December? Buying jewelry for Christmas. So in October to December, you're going to be able to make $1,000 profit by then because your skills are going to be caught up. Your knowledge is going to be caught up. Your Facebook group is going to be created. Your messenger chat is going to be created. You're going to know how to buy jewelry, match it up to vintage pieces. So the jewelry you bought in January that didn't sell, when you buy jewelry in April, you're going to match it up to January pieces and get it sold. So October to December, baby, $1,000 profit is in your bag. You know how to do it. Your inventory is built, and now you're at $1,000 profit. You are at, I'm just going to copy this from the top. Bam. By the end of 24, you're there. Copy it. You've done it. And somebody said, oh, my Lord, we're going to get to this. Life happened. There was threats. My child acting a fool. I didn't have it in this plan that she's going to get suspended in April to June. I didn't have it in this plan that my husband, we divorced in March. Oh, Lord, I done went and got pregnant. We real happy in January and March. And now I'm pregnant in July and September. That wasn't part of the plan. Then guess what? It may not happen for you in January. It may not happen for you in 2024 because you didn't put any measures in place. Now we're going to get to that part. And attainable. And then we're going to talk about the threats. All right. But you have this plan. July to September might end up being October to December. And October, December might end up being January to March of 2025. That's why you have, when life throws a wrench right here in April, June, and you wake up in July, like, I'm ready to get back to my business. Then you come back to this paper and you say, well, I didn't do this here, so I need to move this down and do it here. I didn't do this here, so I need to move it down and do it here. I didn't do this here, so I need to move it up to January to March 2025. No plan makes it very hard to jump back in to the double dutch game we call life when life throws you a curveball you weren't prepared for. But when you have a plan, you be like, oh, we back. Divorce, baby had. Kid in counseling. Now I'm going to come back in here and pick up where I left off at. So, attainable. Are there any potential obstacle or challenges that might hinder your progress? And do you have a plan to address them? I just told you, my plan to address them is if it don't happen April, June, no problem. I'm just going to come in here and do copy and paste it. And we're going to move this down here. And I'm going to copy and paste it and move it down here. And then guess what? 2025 come around. It ain't like no new year, new me. It's like, you know what? January to March 2025. We're going to go back and do what I should have done and copy and paste it. Now, you was like, ain't nothing stopping this train. I don't care if my kid is expelled. We're going to get them in the plan and I'm coming. Sorry, it's Monday. I got to go sell these 20 pieces. I'll deal with y'all when I'm done. Then at the end of this year, you have the plan. You've worked it. You know how to do it. And January to March, baby, elite bound it is. LOP bronze is yours. Because this first year, you didn't make LOP bronze. You was getting the skills. You were getting the knowledge. You were creating a plan. You was creating the experience for yourself. And it's elite bound LOP bronze 25. Rome was not built overnight. Neither will your lack of knowledge, going from knowing nothing about building a business, nothing on how to create a Facebook page, nothing on how to create a Facebook group, nothing on how to share how you made $10 and $20 and $50 and $100. Back then, they didn't know you. Now you hot. They're going to be all on you. But it's going to take time to develop that. What's the word? Attainable, realistic, timely, relevant, measurable. People jump off this train of success because they want to come in January with no jewelry, no knowledge, no use of AI that's going to cut their learning curve in half, and then ready to give up in April and jump on something else, which still they don't know how to create a plan. They don't know how to create a real goal. I'm trying to get, these are life skills, people. This is what you go post about. For $99, for $20, you tell people for $20 they can join your team and come in here and be taught how to get in less than an hour, how to learn how to use artificial intelligence. For $20, they can join your team and come here and watch this and learn how to use artificial intelligence to change their life for $20. And they happen to get $2.75 accessories access for a whole year. Who other team being taught that? This is what you have that other teams don't have. All right. Back down here to attainable. Have you set smaller, manageable milestones to track your progress towards the larger goal? We just did that. We just set smaller. By the end of the year, we're going to $1,000 profit. This is smaller. January to March. This is smaller. April to June, get a little bit bigger. July to September, a little bigger. October to December, a little bigger. When it's at the end of March, it's time to review your goals. And you say, dang, I ain't built my inventory. Why not? Dang, I didn't make commission of 300. Why not? You might need to dig in deeper to this. It might be a next level. Commission of 300. All right. So I need to make my list of 25 people, 50 people, 100 people that I'm going to tell about the $20 I paid and got AI training so they can join and get in our community. Here's the beautiful part. They get in this community and they hear me on Sundays talking about mindset. They hear Angel on Mondays talking about mindset. And for $20, they have a community that they didn't have access to before for $20. So the events in this Facebook group that Angel posted on Monday, I'm going to come in here and talk about this. You can copy, screenshot, download that picture, post it on your page and say, who wants access to this training for the next 4 Mondays for $20? That's what they get. And the 20, 2 pieces for $2.75. All right. So we're going to keep going because I'm all right. Hour and 15 minutes in. Then, relevant. And then we're going to do timely and then we're going to wrap it up. Is the time frame for achieving the goal reasonable and feasible? For me, 3 months to set up my Facebook group, to set up that's enough time to put the jewelry back in and make more money. Put the jewelry back in to buy more jewelry. It's enough time. Watch the videos to build a Facebook community. So if I stop there, it's a Facebook community. Use AI Bard to create. First of all, I ain't finished going through the plan. Did y'all see this plan they gave you for the next 3 months? I stopped at the first one for the jewelry community. Where was it at? Tips. Where did it go? Tell everyone, make posters. That was bring it down to a 3rd grade level. Product selection. Oh, so I went into so it's way up here. That was just week 1. It literally gave you a 3-month starter guide for your community. So week 1, run engagement activities. Week 2, host live Q&A discussions where in your group, you talk about jewelry trends, answer questions, offer personalized advice, invite members, target members through personal connections and related Facebook groups. Feature member creation, share member. Well, this one wouldn't be share member made jewelry with credits and encourage, but this is where you can share, members can share their, them wearing the jewelry in the group. All right. So you can take this because if you don't know what to do, you take this and you copy it down. My members don't make the jewelry. I don't make the jewelry. This is what I do. How can I change this to fit my group? Okay. Week 3, partner with other businesses. All right. Photographers, cross promotion and giveaways. All right. All that kind of stuff. Weekly discussion threads. Like literally, they're telling you how to build your group. Week 4, you're going to do growth and engagement. Week 5, virtual event. Week 6, week 7, week 8. This is what you do for the next 3 months to build a fire Facebook group. I'm going to go back. I can't spend too much time here. All right. Does the goal align with your long-term objectives and overall vision for your life and career? It aligns. Does making an extra $1,000, do you need to up it? Is $1,000 not enough? If you want to be able to quit your job and you need $3,000, then can you do that in a year? Does your schedule allow for that? So it wouldn't be 3,000. Remember I said, if your goal is higher, you do times 3, 3,000 times 3, build an inventory times 3, times 3, times 3, times 3, everything here. That's relevant. Is the goal meaningful and significant to you, or is it something others expect of you? Is this what you want? This is how people this is how people quit. You'll end up quitting because this ain't what you really want. I've had plenty of people in this business and other businesses put things on me. You need to go for this. I don't want that. I don't want it. Not interested. It doesn't match my skill set. I won't be happy doing it. It's not going to make me smile. I will find every excuse in the world to be doing something else because it's not what I want. I want a whole lot of money and not a lot of time. And I am confident it can be done. And it might look like a whole lot of work to other people, but it matches my skill set. So it don't feel like a whole lot of work to me. So you have to find out what you're good at. So you can go in this bar and say, you know what? I'm really good at, this is what I'm good at. I know this because I've taken personality tests. I'm really good at taking things from good to great and not creating things from scratch. ATCH. Please take, and I taught the Bard, I taught the AI like it's my amazing assistant who's very qualified, but I'm respectful. All right. I'm not gonna be like, do this, do that, do this, do this. And I'm like, please and thank you. All right. So please take the 3-month plan and adjust it to match my natural skill set. All right. Now that might be above how you gonna ask. So it's like, please take the 3-month plan and make it work for me. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, child, if this ain't me, this is me. This is exactly what I do in real life. Okay. I don't create nothing from scratch. Nothing. I go find who's doing it great and I make it better. All right. So it did that. Month 1, find your shine. So, because I'm good, this is what I'm good at. I'm good at taking things from good to great. So I'm going to research existing jewelry businesses. I'm going to analyze their Facebook pages, their posts, their engagement, their strategies, identify what elements make them successful and what could be improved. I'm going to join Facebook groups. I'm going to look for jewelry communities, buy and sell groups, fashion forums. I'm going to observe their trends, conversations, and pain points. I'm going to pick my niche. So instead of being a general jewelry page niche, I'm going to niche down to a specific style or audience or purpose. So I'm not going to stick to bold statement necklaces for women who are in technology, minimalist earrings for everyday wear, or handcrafted pieces for local artisans. Then I'm going to polish my sparkle, revamp an existing Facebook page. That would be my Facebook page that I already have jewelry. Do the makeover, update the cover photo, write a clear, engaging description, refine your posting schedule. This literally makes my heart shine because this works perfectly for me. Now, if you're not a person that takes things from good to great, you need to go take a test. There are different ones. Let's put it over here. There are, I'm going to put it in here. Best personality tests. Let's see. I don't know none of these. I go past. Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. These are the best ones. Myers-Briggs, I've taken it. I've never heard of Enneagram or the Big Five. I've also taken Clifton Strengths. The one I was going to recommend for you guys is to take Clifton Strengths. All right. There's one more row. Let's see if it's the other one I taken. Oh, it says the best of 2024. So there's new ones. Oh, and DISC. Huh! So the 3 that I recommend are in the top 5. So Myers-Briggs, I've taken it. I have my results. Clifton Strengths, I've taken it. I have my results. DISC Profile, I've taken it. I have my results. Okay. Enneagram and Big Five, I've never taken, but they're amongst the 3 out of 5 that I highly recommend. This is how I know that I am great at taking anything that is already good and making it better. So I don't go and be like, I'm going to make something brand new. No, I'm going to go see who's winning. I'm going to take what they got and make it great. That may not be your strength. You need to know what yours is so you can tell Bard to give it to you. Okay. So on your list up here, SMART goals. Now go back up here and it says I need to January to March, take a personality quiz. I recommend Myers-Briggs, DISC, and Clifton Strengths. I like Clifton Strengths the most. Even has a book that goes along with it. Or a book you can buy. GTHS. All right. And you can use that to tell. You can literally go to Bard and be like, my Clifton Strengths results says I am ... whatever it says you are. Use that to create a 3-month plan for me. All right. I'm just gonna leave it like I'm not gonna do it because I don't have mine in front of me. All right. Go back over here. We're at the 1.5 hour mark, and I think this is way more than enough for you to use. All right. Timely. Have you set a specific deadline for achieving? My deadline that I put in here is $1,000 by the end of the year, or in 12 months, depending on when you watch this video. Is there a sense of urgency and importance associated with the goal? And they're most likely not free, Carolyn, but they are worth every dollar. Does the time frame for achieving the goal align with external factors or deadlines? Like you have a full-time job, you have a child who does all kinds of sports. Do you need to turn this 1-year goal into a 2-year goal? All right. Or you're like, baby, I'm not playing no games. I'm turning this 1-year goal into a 3-month goal, and I'm fast tracking. So what it takes a month to do, I'm doing it in a week. Have you considered the appropriate pacing and sequencing of tasks to meet the deadline? This is where people fall short because many people will take this goal right here and not a sale in January to March and then be done. But they also didn't take a test to figure out what their strengths are. They also didn't use any AIs to help them get to it. They didn't make no list of people to talk to. They didn't do none of that. But now they're giving up. All right. So that's attained. That's relevant. Timely. Oh, so we were on timely. Is there a sense of urgency? Time frame. Have you considered the appropriate pacing? And will the time frame allow for balance between efficiency and thoroughness? So you know what? I'm not even gonna play with the people. We're gonna copy this, put this in Bard, and I'm gonna create a new chat, and I'm gonna ask them to put this in 3rd grade language, or it's not 3rd. Write this so a 3rd grader could understand. semicolon, paste it, and let's see what it says that means. Here we go. Oh, that's too much words. Put this in 3 to 5 sentences, because I know y'all don't like to read. I need a little more information. Tell me what you want me to put in. Oh, okay. Put previous response in 3 to 5 sentences. Okay, so I wanted to know, will the time frame for achieving the goal allow for a balance between efficiency and thoroughness? So what does that mean? That means if I'm making this perfect sandwich for lunch, do I choose fast and messy to save time? Or do I take your time and add yummy layers to lettuce and tomato? It's all about balance. Grown-ups use fancy words like efficiency and thoroughness to ask if they can do a great job, the delicious sandwich, within the time they have, lunchtime. So it's a bit like figuring out if you can make a lunch masterpiece in 5 minutes or a yummy turkey delight in 15 minutes. Oh, doesn't that just make so much more sense? So the question that they're asking you here is, will you be able to achieve this to the level of success that you want in the time frame you're giving it? So some of you be like, oh, I'm about to knock this out. And she said January to March, I'm doing it in January. All right. So will your house still be clean? How important is that to you? Will you still be able to spend your Friday night date night with your husband that you have planned? How important is that to you? Will you be able to knock this 3-month idea out in 1 month and still be able to get your 8 hours of sleep at night? How important is that to you? Or the house could be a mess. For 1 month, husband will understand y'all not going on a date. You're going to get 5 hours of sleep because you'd rather have it done in 30 days instead of 90 days. That's what this is asking you. Will the time frame for achieving the goal allow for balance between efficiency and thoroughness? There have been days where I have done a 90-day run, things that would take me a year to accomplish. I was like, I'm accomplishing this in 90 days. But I also told my husband and my daughter, we sat down, I was like, y'all not going to see me around. Like, you're going to physically see me, but I'm not here. Like, I am knocking this goal out in 90 days. So I won't be doing dishes. Daughter, you're on it. Kitchen is yours. Hubby, like, we won't be sleeping together at night. You're going to be in the bed already. I'm going to be upstairs working in the room, and you're going to be asleep by the time I come in here. And in the morning time, I'm going to be up out of the bed before you wake up. This is what we're doing for 90 days. But if that's not the kind of efficiency and thoroughness and balance that you need, then you need to rewrite the plan. All right. That's it, y'all. All right. I hope that was very helpful. This is not something that you're going to be able to grasp in one listen. Okay. You're going to need to go back and watch this over and over and over and over again. This is amazing for leaders to use as a template and as a guide to help your business partner when you're scheduling one-on-ones with them and they set a goal. And the first time y'all meet, y'all might just need to go over the first part, specific. Next time y'all meet, measure. Or not even at all. You send them, you attacking this video and say, watch this. When we meet, I need you to have this, and this done. All right. I love y'all. And please use this as a selling tool to people. All right. There are lots of people who the idea of selling jewelry is like, I'm not selling no jewelry. But they come into this community and they learn about AI for $20. And then they're like, oh, maybe I should start selling this jewelry. This community for $20, this community for $99, a website and an app, bar none, way more than worth $1,000 that they get access to for 12 months. Plus the Monday mindset, plus the Sister Talk Sunday or the Sunday mindset that I do is worth way more than the $99 they're going to spend for 1 full year access. Start sharing that on your social media and see the different kind of people who will be attracted. Start sharing that in your DM messages with people and see the different kind of people who will be more interested to at least coming in the room for $20. You get 20 people in this room, in this community for $20. This information right here is life information. This ain't just building your $20, your $99 business for jewelry. This is life skills that they get access to. All right. Love y'all. Bye. Headed to the library with my toddler on a Saturday.